So Bernie and AOC rallying the Rust Belt this weekend for far-left candidate Abdul El-Sayed as top Democrats sound the alarm over the rise of socialism within their party.
Humble yourself, Bernie. You know, you just pushed an accused rapist and imploded up in Maine, and now you're pushing, essentially a pro-Hamas candidate that's been anti-American and deeply anti-Israel.
I am tired of a set of people on the very far left in the Democratic Party telling us that in order for us to be progressives, we now have to believe ideas and support ideas that are completely nuts. No police, no prisons. We can't deport anybody, even if they commit rape or murder. Israel shouldn't exist. These are terrible ideas.
Fox News contributor Marc Thiessen joins us now. Mark, if the far left, if they've lost Van Jones, then perhaps they may have a problem.
Yeah, I think the Democrats are kind of reaping what they've sown here. If you think about it, so Brian was mentioning earlier in the show that the DSA platform, they want to get rid of the Senate and the Supreme Court, right? And that seems pretty crazy. Like the Senate and the Supreme Court are part of our system of checks and balances. And so it's pretty authoritarian to want to get rid of those checks and balances on our system. Well, that's not so different from mainstream Democrats who want to get rid of the filibuster and pack the Supreme Court. It's the same impulse. Right. They want to get rid of the check on their ability to pass their far-left agenda. The DSA is just more honest about it. But when you're going around trying to get to, attacking the Supreme Court, trying to get rid of the filibuster, you're essentially doing the same thing. So they're engaged in a hostile takeover of the party because the Democrats have been trying to appease them by implementing their far-left agenda. But these people don't want to be appeased. They want power. They're revolutionaries. And so going part of the way towards democratic socialism just empowers the democratic socialists. And now the Democrats are paying a price for that.
Well, and it also seems that the first thing on their checklist is the anti-Semitism, the anti-Israel rhetoric that is going on. And that is the first marker on the list. And Bill Maher has been warning them about that for a while. They haven't listened. He shocked me, though, when he said this.
Democrats are cowardly. Yeah. They're cowardly. Their party is being taken over now. When we're cheering for the Intifada, I'm out.
Your vote is up for grabs.
Yes, my vote is in play because it can't be Trump running. Mm-hmm. So I'm not living in communist America. I mean, I know that the talking point is that, well, it's not communism, it's socialism. Okay, I've read the quotes from the DSA platform, from their own mouths. They say things like, takeover of key industries, government. That's communism.
Mark, he's saying, let's just stop playing games. We know what this is.
Yeah, no, he's 100% right. And look, the communists, if you think about this, they say they're not communists, they're democratic socialists. You know who else said that? The Democratic Republic of East Germany, the Democratic People's Republic of North Korea. And when you put democratic as a modifier, it means you're not democratic. That's generally a giveaway. That's the tell, right? If you have to say you're democratic X, you're not. They're communists. Mamdani says his philosophy is from each according to his ability to each according to his needs, which is Karl Marx's definition of communism. So yes, these people are communists. And the problem is the Democrats ran in 2020 and won the presidency with Joe Biden by promising to be moderate. He promised to reach across the aisle and work with Republicans and bring the country together. And instead what he did is he handed his administration over to the far left. And so the far left looks at that and says, we want more. We're not satisfied with a Trojan horse presidency. We want a real communist in charge. And so they are engaged in a hostile takeover of the Democratic Party, much like the MAGA movement engaged in a hostile takeover of the Republican Party, except MAGA loves America. These people hate America.
Such a good point. Marc Thiessen fired up this morning. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.